Hey guys, welcome to Waypoint Gaming, where we give guidance from a player's perspective. My name's Caleb, and I'm your host today, and I'm here to talk about my top games for 2015. Now, these are strictly my opinion on the games that I think really stood out this year, in a year of awesome games, awesome gameplay, and a lot of fun stuff. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into my opinion on what the top 5 games for 2015 were. Now, my first game is Rocket League. Rocket League is an awesome game that was brought to us, and it was an awesome indie game that kind of, was a little bit different. It was kind of a sportsy game, but really not. I mean, it's cars, it's soccer and that kind of thing, but it's so much fun. Me and my friends still play it all the time. It has great controls, great environments, great design in your cars and stuff. It has a lot of fun to be had in it. And it was just really nice change to games, that's out there, different than the shooters, the RPGs and stuff like that. It was a nice little change, and it was a lot of fun just to play it. I mean, it's on all the systems, and as far as I know, you can play crossplay. I have seen myself playing with several PC players while playing on PS4. So it's a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it a lot. My fourth game on my list is going to be Rainbow Six Siege. Now, this is a game that actually surprised me. I was a huge fan of Rainbow Six Vegas 2. That was on the Xbox 360, PS3, and those kind of. I was a huge fan of those. So when I heard about this one, I was a little worried about it. I didn't know if it was going to be good or not. I wasn't sure how it would end up turning out. But it ended up actually being really good, and it is the best strategic shooter that I've played in a long time. You really have to work as a team in the game. And I really enjoy that kind of aspect to it. You can run and gun, but I mean you will get punished for it. If you work as a team and you use all your equipment available to you, it's going to benefit you in so many different ways. The different options for game modes and it was also very fun and very exciting. You had the situations, which is an offline game mode where you go, and it's kind of like the story mode for the game. You go through different tactical operations and situations with the different operators and stuff like that, and you have to complete them in certain different ways, which was a nice change because it is nice to play offline sometimes. So I very much enjoyed that myself. It also has the classic Terrorist Hunt, which you can play by yourself or with a team, either of your picking of squad or randoms. I do prefer to work with squads on this one. Terrorist Hunt is pretty tough by yourself, although I was able to do a speed run under the 2 minutes. It's very tough to do, depending on what it is and what the situation is that you do. So working as a team, this is a lot of fun. Makes you really think. The bots are actually really smart, and they will punish you if you try to get too lazy with them and stuff. And then the third mode is the multiplayer, which has a variety of different modes. This is something that I wish more multiplayer shooters would do. It would add different things within the lobby area. So within the multiplayer, you have your hostage extraction, you have defusing the bomb, straight up just killing each other and stuff like that. They're all within the multiplayer. You don't have to go to different modes and do this. They're all in it in the timer and stuff. So it's randomly selected and stuff. And I wish more shooters would do that and make it more fun, give more variety and stuff. So I really wish a lot more, it just makes more sense. It makes it more fun and exciting, and you really don't know what's going to happen next kind of thing. So it's something that I wish a lot would do. The gameplay and the graphics and everything else just really works, and I've had a lot of fun with it, and it's definitely a game that had to be on my top 5 because of that. My number 3 is actually going to be one that might shock you. It's actually going to be Fallout 4. Now, Fallout 4 is kind of low on the list, but I'm not a huge fan of it. It does have its flaws, but other than its flaws, it is a great game. Bethesda did a great job on it. The graphics on the game are very nice and very smooth. Better on the PC, but still great. I played on the PS4 mostly, and it's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of enjoyment with it. And the story, too, it's not too bad, but it's actually a lot of fun, too. There's so much stuff to do, as, in an open world game that Bethesda makes. And it is so much fun to play. The great armor creation, weapon creation in the game is amazing. I've had a lot of fun, messing and customizing my weapons, adding different things and textures and stuff. The power armor is really cool as well, because you can customize those as well. The structure building was one of my favorite things in the game. I've had a lot of fun building this huge, I'm building this fortress over in Sanctuary where it's like a couple, stories high and stuff like that. I've had a lot of fun doing that. And it's just, there's a lot of depth to the game, and I've had a lot of fun actually having a game worth the $60. Bethesda definitely made it well worth its weight. And it's a game that had to be on the top 5 because, I mean, it's so much fun. There is some stuff that I wish was still in it, but like I said, it is still a lot of fun. I recommend it to you guys. My number 2 game for 2015 is actually going to be Metal Gear Solid 5. Now, this game for me is so awesome. Now, I've never been a Metal Gear Solid fan really in the past. I've played 4 on the PS3, but other than that, really not played much. 4 was a lot of fun when I first played it. I tried to go back and play it again, and it's fun, but it's hard to get back into. So when I got this one, I was really having high expectations for it, and it met every one of them. The base building in this game where you can actually add different levels like that. There's like a one for like animal cages and stuff like that as you capture them on the field, and there's like all kinds of different things. Capturing the guys you capture on the field, like the enemies and stuff, end up working for you, and you actually see them walking around your base and protecting it with guns and stuff like that. Like the different things you add to your guys, the armor and stuff like that's actually added to your guys on the base. I mean, there's just so much variety to this game. It's so awesome. The gameplay of it is awesome as well because you can play really tactically. You can go in there running gun. There's so much different things. Like for me, for instance, I go in there. I usually go in at the daytime. What I'll do is I'll walk around the area that I'm going in as my mission, and I'll get a view for it and get to know where the enemies are and stuff, and I'll mark them all, and then I'll wait until the nighttime, and then that's when I make my move. Having this ability and depth in a game and a shooter is so awesome, and it's so much fun. And then you can also do the free roam as well. So I mean, it's just there's so much variety to it. And now Metal Gear Online has been added to the game, and that's a lot of fun too. It's small matches, nothing huge or nothing big, but it's still a lot of fun at the same time. Like I really enjoyed it. It's a nice change from the first-person typical shooter, you know, and stuff like that. So the different change in that was very nice and fresh, and it's definitely a game that I've had so much fun with, and it definitely was my number 2 without a doubt. Now, my number 1 game for 2015, definitely without a doubt, without even questioning, has to be The Witcher 3. Now, as most of you already know, and you've already seen the Game Awards, Witcher 3 has won Game of the Year, and without a doubt, it is my favorite game of 2015 so far. This game had so much to it that it was just ridiculous. Every decision you make affects everything. I mean, this game, no one person's going to have the same game, you know what I mean? Because you're going to make different decisions throughout your game. Every little thing that you do affects it. Even when you go in and destroy a monster nest, people will move into that area, and then they'll live in the area that you just cleared out of monsters. Like, that kind of thing in the game is we've never really seen for a long time, and we really, you know, it's nice and awesome. The weather changes are amazing. It even has sun showers. Sun showers are awesome because they exist and they're cool to watch and stuff like that. So that was also nice. I mean, there's just so much to this game that you just can't even, you know, CD Projekt Red did so awesome, providing 16 free DLCs. That's something that we really need with this nickel and diamond era that we're in right now. And so when we got that, I mean, it was just perfect and it just fit and it was amazing. And I really want to see more of that. And the new DLC, I just picked up Hearts of Stone myself, and I started playing it, and it added even more depth. The DLC by itself is like 10 hours long. 10 hours. That's longer than some games are. I mean, that's longer than most games are nowadays. So, I mean, having that as a DLC is so worth it. And it's only $10. I mean, it's so worth it. And the game itself is hundreds and hundreds of hours in length. And we really haven't seen this in a long time. And I really feel like it definitely earned its weight. You know, I mean, it definitely earned the Game of the Year. Without a doubt, this game needed it. And you can see the effort they put into it. And they're constantly fixing it, constantly adding more. And the new DLC will be out soon as well. And I can't wait to see that one as well because it's going to add another 10 to 12 hours, what they said. So, I mean, that's already 20 hours just with the DLC alone. So, I mean, if you haven't got this game, definitely you got to make sure you get this because it's well worth it. As well as the different things in the game are really awesome. Gwent, which is the card game that's in there. First, when I started playing it in the game, I didn't really care for it. I was like, whatever, it's just a card game. Well, I was able to actually get my hands on Gwent the game in person when I bought my Hearts of Stone DLC. And I actually sat down and played it with my wife, and it is so much fun. It's so fresh, and you know, it's a nice little thing to add in there. And the fact that they've actually made it into a real game, it's actually really cool, and it just shows you how much effort has been put into this game. This game, without a doubt, wins Game of the Year for me as far as best games of 2015. So I want to know, what did you guys think of games of 2015? Is there any games that you think should be in there that I didn't mention? You know, if they do, if there is, you know, put it in the comment section below. You know, let me know. Email me. There's a section over there where it's about us. You guys can really learn about what Waypoint Gaming is, what we're all about. And you guys can email me at any point. It's linked to my email, and I'll get back to you right as soon as possible. I mean, if there's any games that I missed, you know, let me know, and let me know what games you're excited for, even in 2016, you know, so we can kind of get a heads up for it and stuff. You know, as always, you know, make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what else you guys want to see from us, and hopefully there'll be more content here soon. And keep up with our blogs and our news and our reviews that we're going to be putting on the website. And as always, guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks, guys.